Good morning, welcome to Nîmes Archery Tournament 2017. This morning we have the finals of the junior competition. My name's John Knott. I'll be joined this morning by Chris Marsh, World Archery Events Manager.
Bonjour, John. How are you? Welcome to Nimes. I'm really excited. We're kicking off the World Archery Indoor season of 2017. We've already had 2 stages for this season so far. We started off with Marrakesh, then went on to Bangkok in Asia, and now we're here in Nîmes. The final obviously being in Vegas. The juniors is a bit of an extra addition that Nîmes really likes to do, so we're here early in the morning, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, shall we say, ready for seeing the future of our sports, the future stars.
Absolutely, so we're kicking off with the 4 bronze medal matches first. So we have the junior women's compound bronze first, and we have from the United States of America, Hannah Bartos versus Evelien Groeneveld from the Netherlands. These were the number 1 and 2 seeds.
That was what I was just about to say, yeah. So we got the top 2 seeds, so we're really treated to a great final here.
Yeah. So
Bartos shot 47 tens against Groeneveld's 40. The top score was 587 by Hannah, and the second score was 580. So it could be quite close.
The standard was incredibly high in the junior women's compound competition here. If you look what the cut score was
it was 567.
Yeah, that's up 20 points from last year.
Good lord.
Yeah. Yeah, so it shows you how things are going in junior archery, doesn't it? So Evelyn's shooting first with a 9.
Archers have a time limitation of shooting 20 seconds to shoot their arrow.
Yeah, 10 from Bartos. It's really nice to start off with a 10 in these matches, isn't it?
Just sets the nerves, doesn't it?
Yeah, right, I'm sighted in. Ah, great shot back there. So
alternate shooting, so everybody sees you in action, and you as an opponent, you can't do anything while your opponent is shooting.
She wasn't happy with that, shaking her head. 19 apiece. This is 15 arrows for score, remember, so it's not sets. And so 1 point lead to Hannah Bartos. 1 point in compound can be enough. Tight.
Just to mention that they are shooting in a different type of atmosphere than they shot in qualification. Qualification, we had all the lights on. It was one big shooting line of 32 targets, and now it is only 2 targets, and it's just them shooting. All the lights are dark in the surrounding areas, and it's just lights on the target and on them on the shooting line. So the lights need to, their eyes would need to adjust to the lighting. You're a compound archer, John, so how does the lighting affect your peep sight and rear sight and everything?
It can be really hard because the practice room here, which is just outside there, it's really yellow. So when you're sighting in, it's not going to look like here where you've got a really bright spotlight on the target. That's great for seeing your dot, but it's quite dark above the shooting line. If your peep goes dark, it's a bit of luck sometimes if it suits you or doesn't suit you, but it is different. But you know, when you come out into an atmosphere like this and you get your first one in the 10, all of a sudden those worries go away.
Yeah, I mean, working with my organisers, we always have a battle between the organisers, the archers and TV. TV want as much light as possible to do the slow motion and to get the features of the face, and the athletes don't want any bright lights obviously in their eyes or in their sight, so they're wearing the baseball caps and things just to hide their face, so it's quite a battle.
It's actually, to be honest, Chris, this is really good. Look at how bright it is over the shooting line. The targets are really bright. It's probably the best light they've actually shot in all week. The bit between doesn't really make that much difference. So, but you know, for me, junior archers getting this kind of grade 10, getting this kind of experience, it's brilliant. when they step up to seniors and World Cup. A lot of juniors shot in the senior event as well here this week. Another 10 there. So these two showing why they're the number 1 and 2 seed. 10. That little 10 is.
I was looking at the size of it, and 10 cents euro coin is the size of that 10, and it's 18 meters away.
Yeah.
Which is like an articulated lorry,
Yep.
bigger than a double-decker bus in London.
Yeah. Oh, just out there, Evelien. So chance for Bartos to keep her 1 point lead here if she can shoot a 10. Looks quite nervous.
Ooh. It's an 8.
Yeah, you could see she wasn't settled on that shot. You could see she was she rushed that a bit.
And the slightest hesitation or lack of conviction on your execution causes these big 9s and worse to affect an 8.
Any loss of pressure in the shot with a compound, if they can slightly come forward, it'll send your arrow high, just like that then. So she either lost a bit of front or back strength as it was going off, and you could tell she wasn't settled. So, no, that's definitely an 8. Yeah. Coached by George Wiles in the US. He's got a lot of juniors over here with him this weekend. Fantastic setup they've got over there.
So what type of release aid are they shooting? We often hear back tension or trigger.
Bartos is shooting a back tension.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Evelyn's shooting. I will try and work it out. So, and number 3, still a 1 point match, so that's a lot to play out yet. If you've never shot in this kind of surroundings before with big screens and timers counting down, it can be they're much more settled there. But
it's a 9.
Still, she's got a lot of arrows just high, hasn't she? Evelyn's really starting to find out. Yeah, she's a really experienced archer. She shot in finals. She shot in World Championship finals with the Dutch team in Copenhagen. There's a 10. Final of the Cadet World Championships. I think you got her bio. It's a back tension as well. Both archers shooting back tension.
Which is a good thing to start juniors on, I imagine.
It's the best thing to start with, yep. Oh, we should move aside. Groeneveld just high on the last one, but looks like she's extending the lead by another point to me. So, I don't think Bartos' bottom will be in. She needs it. She doesn't want to have 2 points behind.
No, especially that was end 3 of 5.
Yeah.
So to catch up a big lead in compound is you'll need more arrows to do that.
Because Groeneveld looks really settled, really in control right now. So just sometimes that bit of experience in these surroundings.
So for those of you that are not familiar with archery, the distance is 18 meters, and we have a 3-spot target face. The goal is that you put 1 arrow in each of the targets that you see. You can do it in any particular order, but the main goal is that you've got to put 1 arrow in each of the targets. If by accident you put 2 arrows in one target, then you will lose the highest score, and it will go down as a miss. Highest score is a 10, then 9, 8, 7, and 6 is the lowest score that you can get for an arrow, and then anything less is a miss.
We're just getting 2 new faces. It's strange to see in a match.
Yeah, the judges, if the 10 line isn't really intact, then they like to change the faces to ensure that it's easier to identify the arrow value in the next end. And sometimes the archers would like to have the target face changed if there's a black hole appearing in the outside the 10. I suppose your eyes are drawn to it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have different in your scope with the compounds. You have really small little fibre optics, or some people use a ring or a big dot. Big dot shooters wouldn't be bothered at all, but the little dot shooters, if you get a nice black hole in the middle, you do not want your face changing. Really. Just start pulling out, you will get drawn to it. So high 9 again from Bartos. She's not getting settling down.
Oop, that escaped her a bit.
You can just see on that one, there's a bit of shaking going on.
I think that's just
out
out
as well.
I think you're right. Move your sight.
Yeah.
I don't think she can hear us.
No. Oh, there we go. Yes. High 6.
The room temperature is not particularly cold or hot, so it should be quite comfortable.
Yep. See the arrow pulling forwards and oh, she got a 10 there. So chance of a point back here. Groeneveld needs to keep the 10 to maintain our great fast shot there.
Yeah, that looked a very confident release there.
So still that line now, I don't think Bartos will be getting that. I'm really surprised.
Now these guys, I have to say, make this look extremely easy, but I don't think the viewers are aware of just how heavy these bows are to hold up and keep still when you're trying to execute your shot.
No, the bow itself, on average, weighs at least 5 to 6 pounds. And then the draw with the compound, they're on the cam system.
That's what we're seeing here.
Yeah. So as you draw, it starts at a heavyweight. I imagine with the girls, they're shooting between 40 and 50 pound on average. Most of the junior girls shoot. So it starts at say 50, and as it drops down, by the time you reach your maximum draw length, you're probably holding about 17 pounds.
So it reduces, so it allows you to aim
so
longer.
That is, but what happens then is you've got a heavyweight at the front and a lightweight at the front. So actually, it can start makes the front a little harder to hold sometimes. So a lot of people now they're trying to get a 22, 23 pound hold. So more holding weight instead of less holding weight. They're finding that easier. And you've seen some of the senior men. There's a lot of weight hanging off their rods. I think we'll talk about that this afternoon.
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions about that. Me being a recurve archer, never shot one of these things with wheels, but you obviously made the transition. I'd like to ask you a bit about that actually later on, probably in the breaks, of how different it is on the body.
Yeah.
So now we're at the business end of the match, the last 3 arrows.
Bartos will shoot first. She really needs to put some pressure on Groeneveld, so she needs to shoot some 10s and make Groeneveld think this end.
Yes.
If she doesn't shoot 10s, it's going to make it easy for Groeneveld.
Still going high.
Yeah.
Could this be the grip?
I
Healing it a bit? Like
it could be the grip, it could be just caught the 10. I just think she's a little bit nervous and hasn't quite settled down. Her shot time's been very quick. I think she's just been rushing a bit. That's a good, there's a 10. So.
Well, they're shooting for bronze here, so the 4th place will end up with no podium place, so they're all to play for.
Yeah. She looked very surprised at that. That is.
Looks like it's caught the 9.
Yeah. She wasn't happy with that shot at all.
Giving a chance for Hannah.
Oh
no, disaster.
Oh dear. We didn't see the shot, so I don't know what happened. That was interesting. I think a lot of nerves were at play there.
Yeah.
So you don't want to wish that on anyone, really. It's a real shame. But she never really settled down on it, and I imagine it went off before she was actually on aim, because when you draw in, you've got to come in, and with the back tension, if your click's not set right, you get a little click just before they go off, and
But it's all experience, all experience. The head-to-head play is certainly different. Over 60 arrows, you can get into a rhythm, into a groove. Here, you're basically hitting the ground running. You've got to be on your A game right from the start.
Yeah. But it just, you know, it really does show that, you know, in a ranking round, it's all relaxed. There's a lot of people. You just get on with your shooting, different pressures. But when you really get down in the matches, and it's been a big experience for Bartos, because I know she shot against one of the British girls yesterday, and she did say this was her first ever real big tournament she'd ever shot in and stuff like that. So, you know, baptism of fire.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Good result though for Evelien Groeneveld.
Bronze medalist
Yep.
at the Indoor World Cup here in Nîmes, France.